Are you ready to discover the secret formula that combines ancient wisdom, the power of a global brand, and the inspiring story of a real-life hero? What on earth could Nike's philosophy, David Goggins' story, and ancient wisdom of Stoicism have in common? Well, in this video, we're going to go through the 5 common themes that all of these share that can lead to your success. And ultimately, these 5 themes feed into one phrase, which, if you can implement into your life, can propel you forward in every aspect. I'm Josh, this is Content Collective, and we're about to dive deep into the profound connection that combines these 3 forces that can revolutionize your life. And before we dive into it, if you can please like, subscribe, and comment below any ideas that you have. With this video, most of the information comes from about 3 key sources. For Stoicism, it's all about this book here, The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. And this book is about the ancient art of turning adversity into advantage. The second book is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, and these are the memoirs of Nike's founder, how he built the company from scratch into the global brand that it is today, and the ethos that he instills in the company. And the content for David Goggins,
They don't know me, son! Get it! 19! They don't know me, son!
is from 2 books, Can't Hurt Me and Never Finished. These books are great, given his whole life story, how he becomes a Navy SEAL, how he becomes an ultramarathon runner. Also, some of his stories are from the podcast that he's been on. He's been on many podcasts. He's been on Joe Rogan, Chris Williamson. You've seen Goggins everywhere. Mr. Motivation.
Good! 22! Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
So let's get into it. The first shared theme is the idea of resilience and endurance. Imagine a life where you can conquer any challenge, where you can build unbreakable resilience and shatter your own limits. How is this possible? Well, Stoicism, Nike, and David Goggins have the answers. Stoicism teaches us that setbacks and obstacles are a normal part of life, and it's how we respond to them that ultimately determines our fate. Rather than becoming discouraged or overwhelmed by obstacles, we should view them as opportunities for growth. Resilience here really means developing that bounce back attitude, bouncing back from adversity, to keep persevering in the face of difficulty, and to maintain a positive outlook regardless of the circumstances. Endurance, on the other hand, comes from the fact that success tends to be a long-term process. It's a sustained effort over time. The book encourages readers to acknowledge that hardships are just part of the journey, and you've got to embrace the challenges and the roadblocks that come across the way. It highlights how great achievements are rarely because of quick fixes, and rarely because of instant gratification, but actually it's because of consistent, disciplined action over time. Endurance means staying committed to your goals, maintaining focus and determination, and not giving up when faced with adversity. Similarly, with Nike's story, resilience is an occurring theme. Phil Knight faced numerous setbacks and failures on his journey to success. They had financial struggles, manufacturing struggles, legal battles, and had to face fierce competition. However, Knight consistently showed resilience in the face of all of these challenges and refused to give up in the face of adversity. Endurance is another key lesson from the book, because the journey for building Nike wasn't an overnight success. From the early days where he's selling shoes out of the trunk of his car, to navigating international deals, international markets, and building that Nike brand that we know and love today. And this is not a paid advertisement. Phil Knight understood that building a successful brand requires patience, endurance, and dedication to weather all of the storms. But that endurance enabled him to stay focused on the goals, even when it felt like the obstacles were so big. And for Goggins? Well, Goggins' story exemplifies resilience. He endured childhood traumas and many obstacles for his life. Resilience comes from embracing pain, adversity, and discomfort. It's about refusing to be defined by your setbacks. You need to embrace a growth mindset and persistently trying to pursue that personal growth. Goggins encourages readers and listeners to push past the limits that they set on themselves. And on the endurance aspect, Goggins is Mr. Endurance. He's an ultra marathon runner. He's completed multiple ultra endurance races, the Moab 250, many 100-mile-plus races, all in the toughest of conditions, always pushing his mental and physical limits to the test. He teaches us that endurance is built from consistent training over time, embracing that discomfort, never giving up, especially when faced with overwhelming challenges. The second shared theme in all of these books is about focusing on that internal control. What if I told you the key to unlocking all your potential lies in taking control of your own thoughts and actions? David Goggins emphasizes the power of mental toughness, pushing past those self-imposed limits. And he says we operate at about 40% of our true potential when we try and push ourselves. We give up too early, and that's because we don't have those internal controls in place. His books encourage you to take control of your thoughts, take control of your emotions, and demonstrates the massive impact that if you focus on your internal controls, you can have extraordinary results. And Stoicism mirrors this. It highlights the need to develop inner strength. It teaches you to focus on what you can control. What we control is our thoughts. What we control is our attitudes. We can also control our actions. We have to accept that external circumstances are usually out of our control. But by focusing on the internal, Stoicism believes that can help us reach our true potential. And Nike's story supports this as well. Shoe Dog highlights the need to persist, to adapt, to focus on that internal control amidst numerous obstacles and setbacks. Nike has a set of 10 key principles that is shared to the business. Number 10 on that list is, if we do the right things, we'll make money near automatic. If they focus on what they can do, what they can control, then they'll be successful. And it's worked out pretty well for them. Collectively, all of these books focus on developing a mindset that centers on internal control, mastering your strengths, mastering your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, rather than being consumed by all of the external noise. The third theme that's shared in all of these is the idea of embracing challenges. Are you tired of living an average life? Do you want to rise above the average and live an extraordinary life? Embracing extraordinary challenges? In the story of Nike and the pursuit of building that global brand that they have today, Phil Knight faced numerous challenges.
They had financial struggles, manufacturing struggles, legal battles, and had to face fierce competition.
But they embraced that as part of the journey. One of their biggest challenges was breaking into the basketball scene. They had to beat off fierce competitors like Converse and Adidas to try and get the signature of Michael Jordan, which I highly recommend the film Air, which summarizes that whole story in great detail. But they embraced that challenge. They pushed through, they signed Michael Jordan, and without that, they wouldn't be the company that they are today. For Goggins, well, his story really begins when he embraced one of the biggest challenges of all. He had to drop 106 pounds, 7.5 stone, or 48 kilograms in a 3-month window just so he could drop enough weight to try and qualify to be a Navy SEAL. This is before even doing the SEAL training. This is just to get in. But being the machine that he is, or at least the machine that he was starting to become, he embraced the challenge and he did what needed to be done to get to where he wanted to be. And Stoicism promotes the concept of amor fati, or the love of fate. It encourages individuals to embrace whatever challenges come up, whatever challenges, whatever setbacks. It encourages them to accept that because that's just a part of the journey. By accepting them and embracing your fate, the Stoics find inner peace and then the strength to push through these challenges. All of these philosophies encourage us to step outside of our comfort zones and seek that personal growth through adversity. It's time to embrace the challenges and break free of the chains of being average.
Wow! Does it feel good to be out of there?
The fourth shared theme is around discipline and action. How many times have you dreamed of doing something great, but just lacked the discipline to keep going? Lacked the consistent action? In Stoic philosophy, they believe that discipline of the mind is fundamental. It's fundamental in being able to live a good life. By disciplining our thoughts and reactions, we can navigate the world and make smart decisions. But it takes time. It's not a switch that you can just turn on one day. Discipline. It's a process. You need to start to build that discipline in yourself and then act in that way going forward. In Can't Hurt Me by Goggins, it highlights the incredible power of self-discipline. He shares his personal story of becoming the Navy SEAL, going through the weight loss journey, transforming from an overweight, undisciplined, and unmotivated individual into a highly disciplined Navy SEAL and ultra endurance athlete. The book highlights the importance of setting specific goals and creating disciplined routines and then holding yourself accountable to achieve that success. And with Nike, discipline was huge for the growth of the company. Knight and his team had to develop a relentless work ethic. They worked long hours, often sacrificing personal time to build the business. Phil also highlights the importance of sticking to a plan despite any of the obstacles and setbacks. Knight faced many financial struggles, fierce competition, but the team maintained discipline. They stayed committed to the long-term vision and the business strategy. True transformation only really comes from true commitment, pushing past the limits, cultivating that discipline. So get ready to harness the power of discipline and light that fire within you so you can take relentless action toward your goals. And number 5, the final shared theme of these 3 beasts, these 3 brands. The final theme is the idea of mindset shifts. What if I told you it's the way you perceive challenges, the way you perceive obstacles, and even how you perceive yourself? This is the key to unlocking your full potential. Back at Nike, they have a massive growth mindset. They see the failures as opportunities, learning opportunities. The first of those principles for Nike is our business is change. This requires constant mindset changes to come up with new ideas, new products, new marketing campaigns. New innovative ideas require mindset shifts to look forward. For The Obstacle is a Way, the Stoics believe it's all about changing your mindset. The whole first section of the book is on perception, how you perceive things, how your mind interprets events. There will be problems, shit happens, but it's how we perceive these challenges that will make the difference. You need to see the obstacles as an opportunity for growth, change your mindset and move forward. And of course, this agrees with what Goggins is saying too. He explains that you need to develop a relentless mindset.
Nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is relentless. Nothing.
A relentless mindset, the mindset that will get you out of bed in the morning. You need to embrace discomfort, lean into the tough things, push past those tough things, change your mindset so that you can embrace these challenges. I touched on the 40% rule that I mentioned earlier. This is the idea that when we do a hard thing, if we're going for a run and we're running and running and running, our body's screaming at us, telling us we need to stop. At this point, he believes we're only on about 40%. Only about 40% of our true potential. Our body is going to be shouting at us, telling us to stop. But you need to shift your mindset to know that you've got more in the bank. Push past that boundary. And that's where you're going to see the true growth.
So the 40% rule is all of that.
So to summarize, the 5 key themes that these will share: resilience and endurance, developing an internal control mechanism, embracing challenges, being disciplined and taking action, and then shifting your mindset. And all of these themes really feed into one key phrase. One phrase that is actually synonymous with one of the brands that we're talking about here. Have you guessed it yet? The underlying theme for all of this is the phrase, just do it. Ultimately, with anything in life, if you want to progress, if you want to do something, you've just got to do it. No matter where you are. Whether you know if it's the right thing to do or not.
Just do it!
Or if you're unsure exactly what to do, take that first positive step. Just do it. And that's easier said than done. Obviously, I know this. Even in creation of this video, in preparation for this video, knowing the underlying theme is just do it, I still struggled to take that first action to move forward. I was procrastinating. I was thinking about the ideas, but I was not doing it. I was not doing it. I wasn't making the time to make the video. I wasn't doing it.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
So I know it's hard, it's a mindset, it's discipline, it's resilience, it's endurance, it's all of the above. But ultimately, if we want to move forward, we just have to do it. Tackle the obstacle, keep pushing, try the new thing, take the leap, just do it.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
And that's it for this video. Slightly different format to ones that we've been doing before, mixing it up a bit, trying something new. If you like the video, please like the video. Make sure you subscribe, comment below if you've got any more ideas. Thank you for taking the time, and we'll catch you on the next one. And if you like that video, wow, lucky you, we've got more for you. If you click that button there, we'll take you to the next one.